I-23F had a threesome with BF 20CM and friend 20M and really enjoyed it. Now BF feels insecure. We were at a small party last night with some friends. After the party was done, we and a few of the friends came back to my boyfriend's place and continued having fun. They left one by one until it was him, me, and one of our friends. I'll call him Jack. Let me explain some back info. I've known Jack for 18 months now. My boyfriend has known him for 4 years. They were buddies, but not close friends until around 6 months ago when both of us were getting closer to him. I've always had a slight crush on Jack, and I think him on me, and my boyfriend has always known about it. We talked about threesomes, and we both have been interested. We looked through the people who would be good candidates for both of us. Jack was among them, but we never finalized a decision or plan. Back to last night, I told my BF that this may be a good chance to try something with Jack. He agreed, so I flirted with him a little, made a move, and the rest followed. It ended up being an amazing night for me. I really enjoyed it in every way, and from what I could tell, they both enjoyed it as well. In the morning, after we woke up, the three of us talked about it, how it must remain our secret, and there's no plan of repeating it until all of us have time to think about it. Everyone seemed in agreement, and Jack left. My BF, however, is acting weird. He says that he feels inadequate or incapable because I seem to be enjoying it too much, that somehow he's incapable of satisfying me. I explained how that's not true and how amazing he is, but it didn't seem to work no matter how hard I tried, and he's feeling a little insecure about his size since Jack was a little larger. My BF isn't small, he's average salary sized. How can I make him feel better about himself? Update, 2 years later. This is my post from 2 years ago. I figured after 2 years, it's time for an update. TLDR of old post. Boyfriend and I, having discussed threesomes theoretically, rushed into a situation and had a threesome with one of his friends, someone who I had a crush on, and he always knew about it. I really enjoyed it, and he liked it too. But in the following days and weeks, he felt insecure. Now that I'm looking back at it, the problem wasn't that we had a threesome, but that we did it too early. We weren't ready for it mentally, especially for him. There were issues that he needed to work out before we were able to do this in a way that would leave both of us fully satisfied and without regret. For me personally, I wasn't really aware how this could affect him. An MMF threesome does take a toll on the woman physically, but it's even more of a toll emotionally and psychologically on him. I won't deny that the next few months were difficult. He asked me several times to compare his performance with Jack's and give him detailed answers. He always felt like Jack performed in a way that he had never been able to, mostly because Jack was physically stronger and had a larger package down there. I wish we had talked more about how he'd feel if it turns out that the other guy has a larger package. We never really discussed it, and we were only 23 back then. We saw a very sex-positive therapist together who really helped us through this, improving communication, our awareness of situations, learning to deal with emotionally taxing situation, lifelong insecurities, among other things. We didn't do any other threesomes for a year after the one with Jack. Luckily for us, Jack remained very committed to our initial agreement to never speak of this with anyone or let it affect our friendship. While we stayed away from him for a while, he was still part of our friendship network, and we never had a moment of awkwardness. We're still friendly with him, but we've kept our distance. We finally did a FFM threesome last year. This time we were much more prepared. We were there 100% mentally. The person we picked was a distant friend, not a close one like Jack was. She's very pretty and has a bubblier butt than I do, something my boyfriend likes. I got to see what he felt like the first time around, and to be honest, had I been my 23-year-old self without the preparations of the last year, I might have responded just like he did. But we had grown up a lot, and we had a great experience. Even the next day, I told him that it was great seeing him enjoy that butt. The entire point of these experiences is to try things we can't do on our own. This isn't something to get insecure about. It's the whole point. We also have a MMF partner now, again someone we know, but isn't close, and things are great. We now do a threesome roughly every other week, alternating between MMF and FFM. We've had amazing experiences, and everything is great. Thanks for your help. Also, we're now engaged.